So today's video is going to be a little bit different from what we usually do. It's what I would call extreme EDC. So what we've done is my friend Rob and I went on a ride that covered 340 miles. We started in Buffalo, New York, and made our way almost to Albany, to Schenectady, New York, covering almost the entire width of New York State. We were following the Erie Canal Trail. It's an absolutely gorgeous trail. It's a part of the Empire State Trail. I would highly recommend it if you're ever in upstate New York to jump on a segment of it and just ride for a few miles. You'll really enjoy it. But it's a fantastic ride. We'll be covering the ride itself, but we'll also be covering the gear that we were carrying during that ride, regular EDC gear as well as stuff that we needed to support the bikes. It's a self-supported ride. We're staying in hotels overnight, but we were riding 100 miles a day. And believe me, you felt it at the end. But anyway, stick around. I think you're going to enjoy this.
We're fast on our way to Buffalo.
And it's 4 hours on the train to Buffalo.
About 4.5.
4.5 hours?
Yeah, so we'll probably get there about 10 o'clock or so. Yeah.
All right. So when we get to Buffalo, get in the hotel, go into
sleep.
bed immediately, get
Yep.
up like 6
Yep.
ish.
Goal is to be on rubber side down like at 7.
Like at 7.
Yeah.
And what stupid thing are we doing? How many miles are we doing today?
We're doing 105 tomorrow. We're doing 107 or 108 on Saturday,
Yeah.
and then about 120 to finish up back to Schenectady on Sunday.
All right.
Which at that point we have to drive home Sunday night.
Yeah, that's the part that
Because I got to go to work on Monday
I
morning.
gotta go to work too.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about what you packed for this, because that's where I'm gonna get into it.
I packed 3 kits, 3 pairs of socks. Basically, what I'm wearing now is these are my casual clothes. So that's it for the 3 days.
Yep.
I packed 4 tubes. I packed a multi-kit. I packed a Leatherman. I packed, what else?
Emergency kit. Patch.
Like a med kit, patch kit, CO2 inflators. I got 4 of those.
Yeah.
That's all in my top 2 bag.
Yeah.
All the clothes are in the seat bag, and then I have a top of the top 2 bag, which is kind of like cell phone chargers, a few things to eat, some small stuff, but not really too much, because I figure whatever we forgot, we could kind of pick up on the way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty smart. And
so we're self-supported.
We're self-supported, except for the hotels that we're going to sleep in. Because I would not camp.
We're pretty much just eating and sleeping and then riding.
That's correct.
That's it.
Our only agenda is to make it to the next stop.
Yeah.
Correct.
And we're going to find out about how that works.
There's no plan B.
Okay.
We have to get to the hotel.
How much do you think this stuff weighs that you got on your bike?
I think it probably weighs about 15 pounds or so, probably.
Yeah, I think it's about right. That's kind of what I got, 20 pounds.
Yeah, I think it's about 15 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, on the test ride, I didn't really feel that bad.
Yeah.
The weight seemed pretty fine.
Yeah. Right.
So tomorrow's, I think out of the 104 miles, I think 50 something of it is gravel. So that'll be new.
Yeah, the
stone dust. Gravel. It's not like hardcore gravel, but it'll be a little different. So we'll have to kind of see what kind of speed we can maintain on that.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So half that, and then half gravel, half macadam or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think, but 95% of it is dedicated bike path off road, like off of the main road, separated from the road. So should be good.
And how many years have we been riding together?
I think we started riding together
2012.
So yeah, probably since about 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is over 10 years.
11 years.
This is 11 years.
11 years we've been being stupid together.
Yeah. This is the dumbest thing so far. This is by far the dumbest thing so far.
This is by far the dumbest thing so far.
Yeah, and I mean, if we survive this dumb thing,
yeah,
next year we'll probably find something even more dumb. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
All right. And that's it. More tomorrow. So we get into the Buffalo train station a little bit after 10 o'clock. We load our gear out onto the platform and our bikes, and then we load our gear from the platform onto our bikes, and then we roll our bikes out to the curb, and then we find out where we are, figure out that the hotel's a few blocks away, roll over to the hotel, and then roll through the lobby, check in, and then get up to our rooms where we start prepping for the early rollout in the morning. Okay, just got off the train in Buffalo. Have the bike, and Rob's got his room downstairs. I'm up on the 4th floor. I just started unloading my stuff really quickly to kind of give you a quick rundown of what is going to be on the bike for the next 3 days. So, first thing is, this is the bag that's going to go on the back seat of the bike. It connects to it, and it's going to carry all of this stuff. So, we have our EDC tools, a charging cube, we've got Sharpie, pen, pencil, pad, battery bank, Fig Newtons, of course, and all of the tools that are on the pack. Cables, another battery bank, and this is all that stuff's going to go in this pouch. That'll be on the bag too. These are for taking off the tires. We have a patch kit, the springs in here, or for the derailleur system. What else we got here? We got pump, we've got locks, we've got a pouch for the locks. I've got my shoes, my cleated shoes for the bike. This goes a frame pack, so that's going to be on the frame. And then we've got tissues, we've got Gorilla Glue here. This is a Gorilla Tape. We've got the tubes, a knife. We got 2 straps for holding things down on the bike. This detergent for cleaning clothing on day 2 and 3. We have some rope. We have an emergency kit with toiletries in it as well. And then we've got a rain vest, some sound gear, glasses, sunglasses, and then we've got all the clothing for the next couple of days. This is just pretty much 2 changes, and I'm going to be washing stuff probably in the sink every other day. And this is a belt for the belt drive on the bike, and that's about it. My helmet. So all that stuff is going to go in there, and that's going to go on here. All right, I got to get some sleep. I will see you tomorrow.
Oh, we're out of here. First day. Day 1.
Check out the sky.
A little bit before 7. It's about 60 degrees. It's going to be a chilly day and
a little windy.
Windy from the west, which is
From the
good.
west.
But we're going north for about an hour,
Yep.
so we'll see how that goes. But
So
here we go.
all right,
a little
let's
bit
do
before
it.
7, just like the plan.
See ya.
All right, just to orient you, this is Lake Erie over here and Lake Ontario up here. Here's Buffalo. We left early in the morning, probably around 6:30, heading north. And as we went north, we were following the Niagara River, still north, north, north. And then as we started to head eastbound, we had a wind behind us from the west, and it started pushing us along quite nicely.
So good.
Yep. It's actually, the gravel's not too bad. The wind's behind us, which is awesome. And we're what, about 30, 35 miles in?
About the third way, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably got about 15 miles to Rochester. And then a short little trip to our hotel after that.
All right. All right.
Good. Hopefully the rain holds off.
More to come.
We were doing probably upwards of 20 plus miles per hour at some of this stages along here, and we ended up just south of Rochester, just south of East Rochester, and spent the night there. And that was the first leg, and that was 109 miles.
That's pretty good. You feel okay?
Feel pretty good.
I feel pretty good too. That was pretty amazing. The wind was incredible.
10 mile an hour, at least a 10 mile an hour tailwind the whole day,
Yeah.
which was pretty great.
Yeah, that was actually really huge.
But before we get to the ride, Phil,
Yes.
let's talk about the real hero of today's ride,
Which is?
D's Nuts. D's Nuts Pro specifically. Because let me tell you, without D's Nuts would be hurting.
You used it. I didn't.
You didn't. But I'm saying, Dave Z, who owns D's Nuts, if you want to maybe sponsor us for this ride, that'd be great. Although I think this thing has lasted me like 3 years, so
Yeah.
lifetime supply would be maybe 3 bottles. And I think they're like $10 each. So, but anyway,
They only do it on long rides anyway.
who's that?
You've only used that stuff on really long rides. You don't use it on a regular.
You don't want to get a saddle sore on a long ride.
I know.
Anyway,
So there's nobody on the path too, which is kind of weird.
it was also freezing cold, which probably kept people off the path. The people we saw on the path were dressed like it was like fall.
Yeah.
Sweatshirts, pants,
Not that.
yeah, it was
Not
cold.
that many. And we got pushed for almost 100 miles with the wind behind us, which was pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I definitely started to feel it at the end though, especially some of those rollers at the end, it was definitely not all smooth. It'll be cold tomorrow.
You okay with the setup that you had with everything you brought? Is there anything that you'd want to bring in the future that you didn't think of this time?
Yeah, a long sleeve jersey and knee warmers
In August.
and a sweatshirt to walk to dinner.
In
But
August.
besides that, no. Listen, like we've been lucky with you had a little mechanical today. We happened to be at a bike shop, thankfully. You had a flat tire.
That's why those guys built that place there, because of the location next to the canal like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because they say everybody comes down this way, and if they have a problem along the way, this is the first place they see when they come
Well,
off.
it's like EA Bikes in Fort Lee.
Yeah.
Or by GW Bridge.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if we could have some good luck tomorrow, and we really didn't get rained on. We got sprinkled on a little bit, but we didn't really get rained on.
Funny thing though, it did start exactly the time that they said it was going to start, right outside Rochester.
Yep. I would say I was surprised the light gravel, like the stone dust, was actually more enjoyable to ride on than some of the paved sections.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Some of the paved sections with all the roots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
That was nasty.
But the gravel was actually pretty smooth, although it zaps your legs a bit.
Yeah, you're definitely using more energy to keep.
You're sinking into that gravel a little bit.
Yeah, especially the little mud patches.
But I think we had about 50 miles on the gravel today.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So 60 on the pavement and 50 on the gravel. So overall, successful first day.
Not bad at all.
Nice hotel. It's 7:00. I'm gonna finish this wine and I'm gonna go pass out.
Yeah.
Maybe take another shower.
I have to fix the flat that I got on like a quarter of a mile from here.
Quarter of a mile.
I had to walk the last quarter mile.
Quarter of a mile. But that's what's great about having all your stuff with you, because you were able to put your flip flops on.
I know. I put my flip flops on and I walked the rest of the way. Took off my cleats.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to do this ride supported, like with someone in a car.
Yeah.
And really have no bags on the bike.
But I don't see any. The way we've been riding this thing, I don't see any huge, plus for that.
I think just fatigue.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for you, not so much for me. I'm on basically a crit bike.
Yeah.
Like an aluminum crit bike. But so far so good. I mean, pretty incredible route so far.
No.
Tomorrow should be interesting. Tomorrow we hit the Finger Lakes region, so that should be a little different. And then
Syracuse, here we come. And we're going to get barbecue.
We think the route goes right past Dinosaur Barbecue. That would be pretty cool.
We have to go to Dinosaur Barbecue.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just to make my daughter jealous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have no problem helping out with that.
Okay.
As one dad to another.
Yes. All right. So that's it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
So this is the quick fix of the flat tire we were talking about. Just had to pop off the tube real quick and pull the thorn out of the tire itself. Put everything back together. I did not bother pumping it up for this video. It's too boring to watch. And then popped everything back onto the frame, hooked up the gearing system, and ready to go. 6 a.m. Time for breakfast. Sun's just coming up. And we're going to be on the road in a couple minutes.
Okay, this is the second day of the ride. We covered 111 miles. To get you oriented here on the map, this is Lake Ontario up here, and these are the Finger Lakes to the south. We started near East Rochester, just south of East Rochester, and the majority of the path on that day was gravel. I'd say 3/4 of it was.
This is day 2. Sunrise. And we're on the gravel again.
We were on some main roads as well. Rob did have a mechanical issue on this one, and I have some video of that we can show you. We passed through Syracuse and ended up at Canastota, New York. Another thing to keep in mind here is that when you're doing a ride like this, that you're burning off a tremendous amount of calories. So anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000 calories on a stretch like this. And it depends on the weight of like we had bags on our bikes as well, which contributed to the burning of the calories, as well as how fast you're traveling as well. But I got to tell you, when you're that hungry, the food tastes amazing. And we're eating not the greatest food. I mean, we're stopping and having barbecue, which is something I would never do on a bike ride. But Dinosaur Barbecue, I had brisket sandwich. It tasted like it tasted so good. I can't even describe it. But again, the gas station food was amazing. I mean, we were just eating, we needed the calories, and you would just consume these things in quantity just to get them into your system. Anyway, it was remarkable.
All right, this is day 2 of riding.
Day 2 of riding. Done. In the books. Another 110 mile day.
110 mile day.
Yep.
And I feel more pain than yesterday.
Yeah. I gotta take some Advil later for sure.
Oh, let me give you that. I'm gonna give me Advil right now, just so it's not drugs. It's Advil.
There you go. Advil helped yesterday.
Yeah, it does.
Inflammation, cold showers help. Been doing those.
Yeah. Cold showers really help a lot.
Cold showers, Advil, just to keep the inflammation down, so that when you wake up, you don't feel like
crap.
So
the crap feeling in the morning, I think, is worse than the actual pain. It's just, I don't want to do this anymore feeling.
Yeah. I mean, today, after about 20 miles, I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
After I got, kind of
Yep.
reacclimated to the bike. Just my butt got comfortable in the seat again. Yeah, and then I think I felt good till about Green Lakes.
Yeah.
And then
when
after
we went
we
up that
stopped,
hill.
yeah, we did a little bit of a hill at Green Lake State Park, which is a beautiful park. That was probably the most impressive part of the ride.
That was nice.
Rochester was beautiful. I really like Rochester. Love Pittsford. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
We went through some towns, going through some hard times. I think it seemed like.
Yeah, it definitely.
Our hotel is going through some hard times right now.
It's true.
But they're very nice. They're very nice. Everybody's been very nice.
Everybody's been very nice.
Everyone stops.
It's incredible how many people stop at an intersection for just because of 2 bikes are just sitting
and
there.
Across the road. Yeah.
Across the road.
That's
like unheard of on Long Island. It's like
I mean, that has been pretty. The people have been super nice, super bicycle accommodating.
Very bicycle accommodating. It's really weird. And when you go through the small towns where the route comes through, where the Empire State Trail goes through, they seem to be more accommodating because they know the cyclists are bringing in money to those communities and buying stuff.
We're stopping a lot. We'll probably stop. We probably stop every 2 hours or so, and we'll buy, whatever there is at a gas station or a mini mart or whatever. I mean, we're definitely spending money, and then whether we're in hotels, going to restaurants, I don't know about you, but like when I'm doing something like this, I'm not really price shopping. Like I'm going in,
I'm hungry.
I'm like
now.
I'm hungry.
Give me food.
You can charge me whatever you want, and I'll pay for it. So
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
so
that starving thing.
Yeah.
So your bike, you had the problem with the brakes today because they're rubbing.
That's been a problem for a while, and I just haven't fixed it today. It started bothering me just because of the weight on the bike. The carbon wheel flexes.
I can hear it behind.
So going
behind
up hills,
you're pushing hard, standing.
If I really crank, then the wheel flexes and it hits the pad. So I just opened up the caliper a little bit, but
do you have a dedicated tool for that, or are you using like
just an Allen wrench?
What other tools and stuff did you bring? Just the multi-kit, multi-tool.
I added, like I said yesterday, I added the Leatherman.
Yeah,
which is kind of like a multi-kit,
more
kit. Of a mechanical.
Yeah.
Like for the stuff that you don't want to go wrong.
Yeah.
That you need like pliers and things like that.
Was there other like stuff on the side that you thought you might need? Like you were talking about the Gorilla tape before.
I bought the 1-inch roll of Gorilla tape.
They have a 1-inch roll?
Yeah, it's only that wide. Yeah.
Oh, that thickness. But and you just took off a bunch of it and just rolled it down like.
No, I just took the whole.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing. I mostly bought that for like side punctures. The surfaces today were all over the place. We had gravel. Man. We had single track. We had mud. We had some mountain biking single track too. We were on the highway for a little bit today.
Yeah.
Not this highway.
No.
But still,
no, but that's where they had diverted
road.
us to, though. It wasn't like we were just trying to get by.
Tomorrow there are some, or at least on the website, there were some closures on the path that they had noted, doing some bridge work. So we'll have to see how that goes, how updated that was.
Yeah.
According to the website, some of that stuff should be done already, but who knows? So, similar to Buffalo, where, in the first mile we ran into a closure, ran into some stuff today that they were doing work that should have been closed. It was closed from the other side, actually. It said trail closed.
Yep.
We were going through some mud that I had to dismount for, probably a few hundred yards. The mud was so thick. I just couldn't get through it.
The cleats got all full of mud, and I saw you trying to pick it out.
Yeah. If the day went more like that, it would have been a much longer day. We would have been riding into the dark.
It's good it was limited to just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that single track with the mud was like, my back wheels felt like they were sliding in front of my front wheels. It was just like,
the trick with that was I found the faster you go, the easier it became.
Yeah, you have to.
But it's kind of scary because if you are slip sliding all over the place.
Yep. And your back with the extra weight on the back, it just kind of takes a life.
And we're going, on that fast stuff. You could get like the 22, 23. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
To lose your back wheel with all that weight on it. So.
I found that if I was too close to the back of your bike, I couldn't see the trail.
Yeah,
it's like
too.
It was more important to see the trail than to see what was going on in front.
You need like 10 yards back, because I was doing the same thing, because it's not like on the road where you could really be a few inches away from the wheel. Like you really need a lot of time to pick your own line.
Yeah.
Because some lines that you were picking, I wasn't, and vice versa, and you just need time to make your own decision.
Yeah.
Survive in advance.
Yeah, I'd say 3/4 of today was pretty much gravel and mud. And
there was a
dirt.
lot. Yeah, there was a lot of non-pavement today.
Yeah,
I got to go back and look at the stats, but
I think
what it was supposed to be.
No, that was nowhere near.
But it felt like we were at least 75% gravel, single track, double track.
Yeah.
We had grass today. Depending on what time McDonald's opens up tomorrow, I'm gonna probably pound like 3 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins.
That's what got you in trouble today with the eggs. Oh God, I can't believe we ate those eggs.
Deviled eggs was an interesting choice for lunch.
That was
at Dinosaur Barbecue.
Yeah.
But the wings were
Dinosaur.
good. But the it was protein. Those little protein bombs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I didn't need 3 whole eggs, like 6 halves.
Call them what you will.
6 halves of deviled eggs, which is 3 whole eggs, is a lot of eggs in your stomach when you're 85 miles in and have another, whatever, another 30 to go.
Yeah.
Or 20, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting day.
Yep. All right.
Interesting day.
Anything else?
No, I got.
It's harder than yesterday. I know that, and I can feel it today. And I'm wondering tomorrow when we get up and start going, I'll probably feel fine in the morning. But it's toward the end of the ride when you start to feel the other 2 days.
Yeah. Not happy with my food prep tonight.
I was gonna say.
I had a ham and cheese sandwich from a gas station. I had a yogurt.
Oh man!
I had 2
yogurt
things.
was probably 3 months past due.
When I opened it, I thought, should I look at the date? And I figured no, because then I wouldn't eat it.
I had the Chobani, and it was a month past due. But I'm fine with a month past due with yogurt. It's just the cheese. It's totally good.
It's fine. It's like blue cheese.
It's fruit cheese.
So then I had, and then I have a peanut butter and chocolate chip bar maybe for dessert.
I got to hydrate tonight
I had
too.
2 Pedialytes, or the Gatorade Pedialytes. I had 2 of those.
Yep.
Drinking this unsweetened tea. I have 2 liters of water, so I'm going to drink that. And then I filled up my water bottles for tomorrow, so I'm definitely hydrated without a doubt.
Yep.
But you know, I keep drinking on these rides, I just keep filling up bottles wherever we stop. Fill up bottles. So.
Yep.
So yeah, 2 centuries down, one century to go. Tomorrow's 120 miles to the car, and
and then a drive,
and then a 3-hour drive.
3-hour drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's like, "You guys are gonna stink in the car."
I don't even.
I don't care.
I don't think we're gonna care. I don't think we're gonna care.
I don't care. Your son's gonna get in the car. He's gonna go, "Dad, something stinks in here."
It's gonna stink.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna stink.
You're gonna have to do some kind of disinfectant or something to wipe it down.
Yeah.
All right,
but we're gonna make it home.
Yeah, we will.
So that waterproof bag that you see connected to the back of my seat is a single pouch with a breech valve on it so you can let air out. You roll up the end and then you basically seal it with 2 clips on each side. So I have to, if I need something in the bag, I have to unload the whole bag. And then at the end of when I leave in the morning, I have to load everything back into it. And that's what you're seeing here on the video. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So that was the start of our August 20th, third leg of the trip. And then we left Canastota and made our way towards Schenectady. Day 3, Rob. Day 3.
Slow and steady.
Yep, definitely. Nice sunrise. We went through a lot of really beautiful parks. Again, most of the majority of the travel of the road was gravel paths. We were going through some really beautiful areas along this segment, but it was just really hard too. This is 123 miles through this segment. This is our longest segment. It took over 8 hours of riding that day. By the time we got to Schenectady, we were completely exhausted. I mean, just drained as can be. Here's a shot of Rob just laid out by the car. We just kind of threw our bikes off, and I jumped out of my shoes. I was pretty tired as well. And we made our way back to Long Island.
So it's been a couple weeks now since Rob and I completed the ride. I think we're both pretty well recovered at this point. If you're interested in any of the gear that we had on the ride, there'll be a link in the description, including the EDC gear as well as the bikes and the packs and everything else. If you have any questions about the ride, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any comments on the video in general, please leave them in the comments below. I usually reply to those. Also, if you would like to subscribe, I would sincerely appreciate that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Take care.